Ladies and gentlemen, Claire Bass.
Joke's on everybody.
Hello.
Claire Bass.
Yeah.
There
Sorry.
we go.
Total downgrade. My bad. Oh, there she is.
Hey.
You can't see anything. Oh, I bet it glares out the screen, doesn't it?
I don't know. Well, no,
Yeah.
I can't see anything with these on.
Right. That's what I mean. It like glares out the screen.
Yep.
No,
Hello.
I love it.
Oh my god.
All right.
So
I'll let you guys have your better guest. Peace.
Bye.
Love you, CJ. Thank you.
It's bestest to get it right.
All right,
Just kidding.
Joseph. Love you.
See
Do
ya.
I need headphones? This sounds fine.
Oh, how do we?
Oh,
You have to remove Joseph first.
What? Oh, there we go.
Then you put it to 3. And then we move.
That was hilarious, dude.
That was so funny.
Who was here just now? Who was that? I didn't even greet them.
Oh, that's Joseph.
Yeah.
Hi, Joseph. I'm so sorry I didn't greet you. I was very distracted.
It's a backdoor
hi.
guy.
What was he doing? Also, this camera's really high.
He's our Caleb.
Yeah.
He pulls stuff up on the screen for us. He researches things for us.
Oh, you have a Caleb. Everybody needs a
do.
Caleb.
We do.
We need a Caleb. We don't have one, and that would be nice because it's supposed to be me, but I don't really know what my role is. To be honest, should we leave these on or not? If you can't,
Those are the heart. They look like the heart glasses.
Bret Hart,
Bret
yep.
Hart. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Oh
Owen Hart.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then also just the light show behind me. I mean, there's a lot going on.
I know. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Is that
now.
CJ's house? CJ's house has like
Lights?
gay disco lights. Like, what's happening right now?
DJ has a fascination with electronic dance music. And so he sits at his desk late at night by himself and programs and listens to EDM and he's pretending he's at a rave, but he's really not.
Oh my gosh. This is
What's up?
great.
What's up, Dan?
This is
Unhinged
so
Claire.
good.
No, that's
We'll
what someone the other night, by the way, the argument that I had with guys, this is what I have been so busy that literally I just came off of like 8 calls today. And I was like, I don't even know if I can form sentences, but I'm stoked to see you guys anyway. I don't even remember what I was saying. So that is proof of, the other night, Monday night, when we did our 8 p.m., it was 8 p.m. for me show. I was like, guys, it's past I want to go to bed. And so then I wound up arguing with John a lot. John, if you're here, I love you. And then someone messaged me afterwards and was like, so this is Cayenne Claire. And I was like, yeah, she needed to go to bed. Anyway, yeah, Claire looked emotionally drained by JY. Yeah, I do care about. Oh, the dog's in here. Okay. Hi, Duke. Sorry.
Do we need to talk about that? Should we not talk about that? I don't know. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
Which thing were you referencing? I feel like there's so much going on.
there's way too much.
So much
going on.
Yes.
So much.
Do you want to talk about quarterfinals forever for the rest of like everyone else did and so on? I mean, I feel like I beat a dead horse with that already.
No, I don't want to talk about quarterfinals. Well,
Okay, great.
our friends are doing it. The backdoor guy that you just met, we're going to stream him doing quarterfinals because he's doing quarterfinals for 55 to 59 age group. So we're excited for that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we're going to watch him do
That's
that.
awesome. So wait, is he going to do that at your affiliate locally? Hello.
There's my
How's
boy.
it going, little G?
Bernie, if you're
I
in here,
wonder if he
Bernie.
can hear me.
No, he can't. He's in the Yankees.
He's in his
He is-
Yankees.
yeah, opening day. He's
Mhm.
Back End Joe. Yeah, Back End Joe is going to do the quarterfinals over the weekend with us. So that'll be fun.
I need to go back up and look at the comments here and see what happened. Is Claire at a rave? Hey, this is way better than the lighting in the show that we did Monday night. That was a tragedy.
Wait,
I was at
where's
a
Michael Scott? That's great. Wait, where was the shoot?
I think I'm gonna let the dog out. Hold on.
Yeah,
Garrett is a Mets.
he's not. He's
Mets
Yankees.
fan.
Bernie
Kiddo is a Yankees fan.
Bernie changed that. I'm the Mets fan. Apparently.
Better than Rear End Joe.
Oh yeah, alter ego. Be limitless, Vicky. Alter ego, cinnamon, cayenne.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was Vicky. Shout out Vicky. I love her.
Pool boy, if you wanna jump on a live,
yeah.
with Jeremy doing one of the quarterfinal workouts, just let us know. We'll make it happen.
I don't know if Will is being serious. Oh, I can't select comment. Can I?
No, you
I
can't.
pull up. Okay, that's
Which
right.
one, Will?
Will?
Yeah, he said we met at a party once. I don't know if he's being serious or not.
He's probably being serious.
Mm-hmm.
Will likes to shoot his shot every once in a while. Were you hit on by a really cute, like, race car driver person thing, and you didn't know you were hit on by him?
Wait, so now I'm confused. He said we did. Where did we meet? Will? And then Trish said that she used to drop in at some at the gyms that I went to. I was in Coda Norman for 6.5 years. That's crazy. Trish, did we meet?
Oh, then
This
you
is
might
Oh,
know.
do you know who Trish is?
You might know Trish and don't know that it's
Trish, do I know you?
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be really cool.
That would be so
What if I've
cool.
met CrossFat? I've probably met CrossFat.
CrossFat? Have you met Claire?
Have you met Claire CrossFat?
2022
CrossFat?
is when you met Will.
I mean, I've met Jason Bourne. He's in the chat.
Okay. Heidi met you at High Rocks.
Claire is our gateway into finding out who people are.
Yep.
Like,
She's
Claire,
gonna-
go through your DMs real quick and just start like looking at the way people talk.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously. Let's see what parallels we can. I need somebody else to, maybe I'll send it to AI. I'll just send my entire inbox to AI and be like, put the puzzle together for me.
She did.
I met CrossFat.
She did.
There's no. He's messing. KDL's messing.
The
There's no
world may
way.
never know. Jeffrey says, I met Claire for the first time at Rogue and told her where the bathroom was. This is a fact.
That's
And then
good dude. Papa
Will
Burke,
says that
good
the
dude.
OG after party. I don't even know what that means. What is the OG after party?
After the games, whatever that fancy party is after the games that people go to, isn't it like a after Oscar
I would have
party?
gone to a couple of those. Yeah. Okay.
There you go, Will. All right.
Okay.
Justin Medeiros' family was there at Bill and Chase's RV.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah. So it was whenever it was in Madison, Wisconsin, and we were all at the not fairgrounds, but the campgrounds, or like the RV park, whatever.
Okay,
Whenever the
there you
games
go,
was
Will.
in. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, we got everybody. Kippen, you're good. Everybody's good. Trish is good.
This was a very turbulent entrance. I'm sorry, but I also don't think I am sorry.
It was
No,
fun. It was
it's
amazing.
perfect.
Also, we have to call out CJ. If my camera looked this good, like this is nice. Whatever's happening here, maybe it just looks good on my screen, but it looks very kind.
It is.
It is. It's
It
good.
is.
I
It's
need
great.
to take notes of whatever's happening. There's a lot happening.
Is that his? That's not obviously the office where he normally streams from. Is that CJ's?
No, it is.
Like, it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't he like sit on a couch now, whereas before he used to sit on a chair?
Yeah. So his wife is pregnant with their second child. And so they had to like rearrange stuff. So he had to move his office. And I don't know where his office was before, but this is the new office. And so it's a different look. And so now the thing that was behind him is now in front of me.
Oh, because to me,
Oh,
it looks
okay.
like his bedroom to me. Behind you looks like it's a body pillow.
No, there's a couch back there.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like a couch for guests, or like this is supposed to be like a also guest room. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It helps. Claire is beautiful. Facts. Hey, Heidi, what's up? Oh,
Look at that.
Is that for-
Megs said, let's see them. So you guys want to know the motivation behind these?
Of course.
It was because it got them after 26.2, and based on the open workouts thus far, I was like, all right, 26.3 is going to be fast as frick. And so then I decided to get racing nails. That's all. That's the story. I did it for 26.3 because I thought we would have to move fast.
I mean, you weren't wrong.
yeah.
You weren't wrong.
I thought I was moving fast, but if you look at the video, I wasn't.
That's what everybody
Same.
says.
Same.
That one-
Mine were not. I was not moving fast in any one of my open workouts.
How did the open
No,
go
but
for
that's
you?
okay.
Let's talk about it because you've been working on your fitness freaking hard.
I'm trying. So I will say that I've had the best open that I've ever had, other than the very first one that I ever did, which was crazy to me because my very first open was 10 months after I had my kid. So
Okay.
So that was, I felt great during that open. And then every open after that until this one, I dealt with injuries, back injuries, hip pain, shoulder stuff. Like I always was going through something. So I felt the best that I have felt in a long time in this open. I was able to do all of them RX, which was really cool. I was nervous that there was going to be a deadlift, and I was like, I'm not there yet. Like I'm slowly getting more comfortable. I'm doing primal mobility, like slowly getting comfortable, with the deadlift, with my back and stuff like that.
Shout out Primal Mobility.
So I
I
was
was going to
very
say, we
happy.
should plug them. They're such cool guys. They've been,
They're the
good friends of
best.
Ben's, and I really like them.
Yes, they are.
They've helped her so much.
Yeah,
like
they are homies. I love both of them. They are hilarious. I was just on with them yesterday. So if you haven't seen that show, go check it out. We had a great conversation talking about primal mobility and my journey and stuff like that. So felt great. The first one was just awful because it was wall balls.
Yeah, it had to hurt. Did you redo that one or did you do it one time?
Girl, I don't redo.
Okay.
I'm not there yet. Maybe if I get more competitive one day, I might, but I don't redo them. So my biggest win in that workout was I didn't have back pain and I didn't have hip pain. So that was my big win for that.
Yep.
And I got where I wanted to get. I wanted to get into the 66 wall balls at the top.
Heck yeah, girl.
So that one was really good.
Did you redo the first one? The wall ball one?
I learned a new term as a result of it called repeated bout effect.
What is
just
that?
simply because I was so very sore for 3 days, and on the third day I redid, and I was like, well, just please don't get rhabdo. And then on the next day after the redo, which I did get further, and it was painful, like from the jump, I was like, I'm so sore, and here I go. And then the next day I was fine, and I was like, so what physiologically just occurred in my body? Because that's strange. And so anyway, I had a little chat with ChatGPT about it, and it said repeated bout effect, and here are all the things that happened in your body and why this is going on. It was interesting.
So what happened?
There were a lot of scientific terms that I'm not going to recall in this moment.
Okay.
But basically, I guess if your fitness level is high enough, and then you just basically you do an effort, and then you very shortly thereafter repeat that effort, that your adaptability is like you're able to adapt, and then also it just of course flushes blood through the system and so on. And so anyway, it just wound up like flushing the soreness out.
And so the second time you weren't sore for 3 days, really?
Yeah, I was
That's
so sore for
insane.
the 3 days following the first attempt. Going into the second attempt, still so sore. The following day, hardly any soreness.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
You have
Hi,
to be
Bruce.
fit enough for
Hi,
that.
Bruce Wayne.
What's up, Bruce?
We haven't seen Bruce
I think
in a
that's a
long
very relevant. That's a great thing to bring up. That was like it did say, and it's very noteworthy that like the fitness level of the individual should be pretty high in order to be able to like. It didn't recommend doing that, so
Yeah.
I'm not recommending that for all parties.
No, but
'cause
that means you're pretty fucking fit.
It was cool. Thank you.
You're really, really fit. So
I felt less fit as the weeks continued.
I was like, let's start with you. How did you feel with 26.2?
Fine. I don't the ring muscle up under fatigue. I haven't been working on it since I got it last year. And so I did not get it under fatigue. And so it was actually, this is yet again speaking to fitness going well. That is a skill that has been an area to improve. It's the last skill that I achieved in the typical CrossFit skills. And I got it last year, fresh, while working on it for a few weeks. And then I haven't touched on it since. And so I'm the definition of the athlete that just comes to class and takes class and doesn't work on her weaknesses outside of class. So anyway, in that one, but it was also cool because
So normal people. Got
yes,
it.
Oh, that's
yes,
every
literally,
day.
like most, yes.
Yeah.
But I do work for WOD Prep, and in WOD Prep Academy, we have skill courses that will fix that for you. So you should do that. I always say the irony of the fact that I work for WOD Prep is so good because I am the target demographic, and I'm like, this is great that I work here now. I should figure this out. But anyway, it was nice because I did the attempt, whatever day, Friday Night Lights. And then on Monday I came back in and I redid, and I tried a different strategy, slowing down even more to get to the muscle ups. Didn't quite get one. So then 10 minutes later, I just redid it again and raced to a faster tie break. So I did that one 3 times, and it was nice because those back-to-back efforts, like that was easy to do. So then there we go again with like, how great is it that even though I'm not working on a skill, and so expecting to have it under fatigue is pretty unrealistic, then I'm still able to like have a back-to-back effort. And, anyway, like that's cool to me, is like that fitness is there to be able to do that,
Yeah, absolutely. The chest to bars hurt me way more than I thought they were going to.
Did they? I actually watched you do that one live.
Yeah,
You
Claire was in
did?
there. Yeah, she was in
Yes.
there. Yeah.
That
It was
one
so
was
awesome.
so frustrating because
Did you see her?
my
Oh, it's 14 minutes. We're good. Did you see her fuck it face? That was the one where she like turned around, looked at the camera, and was like,
apparently I did that in every
I
single
guess
one,
I have to.
but I don't remember doing it. But every single one that we've talked about, like someone can point out, well, this is when Colleen
It
was done
shut off
and didn't want to do it anymore. But my first, it was either my first chest to bar or my second chest to bar. I got a no rep. So I was devastated. So
Yeah.
then at that point, I was completely done. But Garrett had the camera on me. She was shouting for you guys that were in the chat. My training partner, who we go to class together all the time, was judging me, and he was yelling at me, and then his wife was yelling at me, and then the rest of the gym that was there, because I did that one by myself.
It was great
So
atmosphere.
the rest of the gym was there yelling at me, and I was like, I don't want to do this, but I guess I can't give up now, So I wanted to get to the ring muscle ups, and I thought that I could have gotten there, and I didn't get there. So that one was probably the most disappointing out of the three, I would say.
It wasn't. You did great.
Thank you, babe. But the third
Do you
one
think-
was just torture.
I'm curious, do you think any level of that could have been like nerves at all? Like, were you pretty nervous going into it and so then you felt flustered? Or do you think you were pretty calm going into it and at the end of the day, just that skill in particular, that volume of it was just a challenge?
Yeah, I wasn't nervous. I
Okay.
did this last year with my open. We were at our friend Jethro's gym, Chief Nation, shout out him. I decided when I got back into CrossFit that I wanted to kind of put myself out there. I had been putting my fitness journey on my social media for a while, and I was like, well, fuck it, this will be something fun for us to do for the podcast. One, to just get more eyes on our platform, as well as,
Yeah.
and that's an easy way to do it. Like, we don't have to sit on an hour and a half podcast. We can just get the numbers up or whatever. People
Yeah.
want to come watch me do fitness. They can roast me or they can cheer me on, either one, but it would be a cool environment to kind of, and also to show Jet off in his gym, and support
Mhm.
him. We love him to death. So I did it
Yeah.
last year, and I was more nervous last year because I was injured, because I was really, really injured last year, but I wanted to do well. And so I was a little bit more nervous then. This year, I'm honestly I just had fun. I
Good.
wanted to get back into when I decided to get back into CrossFit, I want to be more competitive with myself. I don't want to be competitive with other people. So I've really taken that mindset conversation out of my vocabulary right now. I want to challenge myself. And so thinking that I was going to get past the chest to bar, I think was me pushing myself to
Yeah.
that limit of like, I can do this. I mean, this is something that'll just come back to me, but it wasn't, and it wasn't going to, because I had just started hanging from the bar and just started doing pull-ups again.
Yeah.
Where now my coach will not let me do kipping pull-ups because I have to work on my strict pull-ups, which I'm devastated about, but that's a different story. We can talk about that another day.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous because also too, a lot of the people that were in the chat with me while I was live are all of you guys, and I've become friends with all of you guys. So I assumed that I was going to get one or two of the assholes that were going to be in the chat, like, you suck or this, that, and whatever. But like, honestly, I've had nothing but positive results from that. And
Yeah.
with that, now we have Joseph does his workouts live. Meg does her workouts live with us. Jeremy's done a couple. Will's done some. And so now we're going to just continue that with quarterfinals. So I wasn't nervous. It was more just, I don't have that skill yet. I'm not there like I was when I was at my prime of CrossFit, So
Yeah. And I just commend you for, I mean, like that is so relatable for so many. And so just to be willing to put yourself out there and just let that, that that's a skill that you're working on getting back to and things like that. So I think it's really cool because so many people, you do this long enough and like you're going to have up seasons and down seasons. And so to just be on the journey and like, hey, I'm willing to share this kind of however this unfolds, like I know that I had volunteered to do 26.3 live no matter what, and I'm aware that there are a couple of skills that those come up. It's gonna be pretty embarrassing. But it's the truth. And, that's another good example, unrelated to fitness. But so at Wadapalooza, I did have a good bit of like hive flare up going on. So a lot of spots on my skin. And so someone so sweet had taken some awesome photos and asked if like, do you want those removed or whatever? And I was like, no, I am aware of them and I'm a bit embarrassed, but they are there and they're a part of my journey. I don't own them. They're free to go anytime. They are not mine, but they're here today. And so like I don't know. So that for some reason brings that up for me, because that definitely was another thing where it was like, this just is what it is, you know? And so whether it's like fitness, it just is what it is. This is where we're at. Or I don't know, my hives.
When
that
did
reminded me
you
of
get comfortable sharing your journey publicly? Like when did you start really sharing your story and being as open as you are with so many different stages of your personal life, especially with the negative stuff or the shit that you go through?
Yeah. I think we're all on, I think that the truth is when you're in the middle of something hard, at least for me historically, when I'm in the middle of something, it can be quite hard to share it because it's very disorienting and you don't even know what to think about it yet sometimes, you know? In reflection, it's much easier to share. So like I talk all the time about my sobriety journey because I've gotten the opportunity to be sober for in a month. It will have been, you know, one day at a time. It will have been 5 years, which is incredible, right? And at the beginning of when I was getting sick, I didn't know why I was getting sick. So I actually didn't share about it for quite some time. So I had no idea what the heck was going on. And I'm a lot more able to share about it now because I at least know like why I became ill and I'm just sharing the journey of getting well. So you know, I mean, I can think of during sobriety and early sobriety, I went through another really hard thing. And when that occurred at the time, I got pretty quiet for a little bit because I genuinely needed to wrap my brain around what had happened and do some reflection. And then after that, then I was able to speak to it a bit more. So as far as sharing the hard stuff, I think that even sharing on the internet, you know, I mean, that has really been since getting sober. I would say maybe I started to share a little bit 3 months sober, and then 6 months sober, you know, it grew. And then by 1 year I was sharing a ton. And it's kind of been that way ever since. But like I said, I've been on the internet, if you will, for a few years now. And so there have been seasons to that. You know, there have been seasons where I've wanted to show up there and felt like I had something useful to say. And there have been seasons where I've gotten a little bit more quiet and been like, I don't know, I'm going through a struggle, or it's a season of growth. And I don't know what I think about any of this yet, you know? So anyway, I don't know. That's just the journey that we're on it with all of it. It's like, I don't know the right or wrong way to do any of it. That's just the journey I've been on with it.
Yeah. And go ahead, Beth.
No, I was just gonna ask, how was hubby about that? Like,
As far as me sharing goes,
yeah.
he's the coolest. Also, you guys look, it's like so far down.
I love it.
You can see his logo there.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah, because he has gear. Like, I mean, like at his, you guys have probably maybe have already heard me say, but like he has shirts and so on that people wear to his shows, but they're t-shirts. And I don't know if anybody's figured this out about me, but I'm not a big t-shirt girl. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I'm not wearing t-shirts. So I was so happy that I got this made with his logo on it so I can wear it at his shows. And then of course I just wind up wearing it all the time. But as far as me sharing, it has been such a blessing because he doesn't relate to me on those struggles in any way. You know, he has drank alcohol less times than he has fingers on his hands, you know, and it's never been something that he cares about at all. And obviously that journey is pretty packed with some really shameful things that I've been pretty public about. And so that was the case before he showed up in my life, that I was already being really vulnerable about those things. And then he has only continued to say like, this is important that you share this, you know? So he's wildly supportive of it. And he did do a good job, like an amazing job early on in our relationship of really asking a lot of questions and listening and really trying to understand. And as a result of that experience, I've had the opportunity to understand my own experiences through life better than I did before he came into my life. And so, cause I just, you know, it's kind of for so many years when you're in the middle of that stuff, you just kind of look the other way, like try to put the angry monster in the closet and don't look at it. Cause what are you going to do? You know? And so then once now getting sober and so on, trying to be like, okay, let's take a look at what's happened here and deal with that. So anyway, yeah, he's very supportive. And I don't know how he is the way he is. I'm just grateful that he is.
That's awesome.
He's so cool.
That's
is.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
At some point, we'll have to, like, once we're in the same place, like, I'll have to get him on a show with the four. I think that would be really fun.
We would love it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think that whenever our schedules align, I think we've been in the same state we will have been in the same state for maybe a week of this month. And so, like, it hasn't been much. But anyway, bottom line is I think it'd be really cool to get him on. And so at some point when that aligns, I'm sure he would be down to come pop in and chat for a little bit. And that'd be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love that. We would love that. And I am amazed at how couples like you guys can be apart for so long and still stay as connected as you guys are. And I know the last time we've talked about this before many times or whatever. It's the communication, it's the intention. It's you guys are really present when you guys have that time together. Like you guys really, really honor that time together. But it still amazes me that you guys are away from each other more than you guys are together, and yet you feel and come across as like you guys are the most connected, as if you guys were spending all day every day together.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
It is unlike anything else I've ever experienced. And yeah, I was just talking to my mother. I feel like I'm like ratting her out, but she'd be fine with this, And we were talking about like, at first for her, processing me being in a relationship with someone pursuing the goals that he's pursuing and all of the hard that's going to come with that was very hard because it's very abnormal, right? Like this is not your everyday whatever. And so for her, it was like, oh, they're going to have to be, he's going to be in different places a lot or whatever. And so she was like, as a mother, she almost wanted an easy life for me, And so that was hard for her to process. But then she's really come around to like, but he is a good man who loves my daughter and who treats her well and has integrity and things like that. So it's been really cool to watch that journey even for her of just like, me being like, you're right. This is going to be hard in unique ways, but life is hard. And her and my father were together my whole upbringing and they raised us together and neither one of them traveled for work. And so they were together a lot. I'm like, well, that was still hard, Yes. You guys are you were together a lot and you're raising a child together and that's still hard, So it's just a different flavor of hard, I guess. I don't know. But it definitely requires a lot of intentionality. And yet again, I give him a lot of credit because he has such a high level of integrity and like, I don't know, we just stay in communication and it feels very peaceful. I think that's the best. I know we've talked about it before, but it feels very peaceful. Not to say that I don't miss him. Like literally, I think I posted on my story today. I was like, I can't wait to become Velcro to him in a few days.
Yeah.
When I see him in person, I'm just gonna, and I'm not gonna leave. But it's so worth it.
How do you bring home a wrestler to your mom? Like, what does your mom say when you bring home, as CrossFat put it so eloquently, dude that wrestles other men in men's underwear?
I mean, my own father, whenever Jimmy proposed to me, it was in the wrestling ring and Jimmy was in pink sparkly tights. And Jimmy said, or my dad texted me and he said, well, something to the effect of like, I bet you never expected to be proposed to by a man in a pink sparkly onesie. And I was like, that's true. I definitely didn't. That wasn't on my my vision board, if you will. And then he just responded and he was like, it's the weird that makes life wonderful. And I was like, true dat, Dad.
How did he propose? Because I remember
in the ring. I
was it?
That.
It was in the ring.
Post,
I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't stalk that far down?
No.
I mean, when you meet people like Clara, you have to stalk all the way down.
No, I'm not good at it.
There's so much there. Now with the Daily Mile, I'm like, everything's just getting buried, but whatever, it's worth it.
So what did he say? What did he do? Was it on? Did the whole crowd hear? Was it like insane?
It was fun of everybody.
Yeah, there were only like 500 people at that show or something. And I actually didn't know. And it's funny, in true typical me fashion, like I straight up was at the gym, trained, was like this, and then just put on, thankfully, at least a skirt and some heels, whatever. But like I was gross and I hadn't put on more deodorant and my hair was like this. Anyway, and I went to the show and so like it was, I call it like an optical illusion whenever I get dressed up. And half the time, like at most of his shows, if you see me, I might be wearing something nice. I try to sometimes, but underneath of there, I definitely came from the gym, and I'll deal with that later. But anyway, so that was the case. And so after his match, he simply just like, we knew that it was going to be a part of the shtick for like the storyline, because that had been a long build. That storyline had been on that promotion. And so we knew that he was going to call me and his best friends that have run his business with him for years into the ring and thank us. And it was just part of the kind of theatrics of it, if you will. And so we all go in. I know we're going in, and I didn't realize that's why we were going in. And so anyway, so he thanks all of them. And then of course he was like, and the final thank you to my girlfriend. Then I'm about to ask her to marry me. And then he turned around and got on one knee, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah. And it was of course in front of just like hundreds of strangers. It was so sweet. And it definitely was like, would you have ever picked that? No. But was it perfect because it was him? Absolutely.
Did Joseph? Oh, Joseph
Mhm.
found.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph. Oh, good job.
She found it. She said yes. And then the
I love it.
additional funny part, I'm holding the ring.
You're in a Tina Turner skirt, by the way.
Oh, I think I'm good with that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh my
yep. There's the
gosh.
shorts. Oh, yeah. Who cares? He's great. That's great.
That's the
so
first day
awesome.
that we ever talked to one another in that picture. That was me photobombing him. That's how we wound up
That's
talking
so
in person.
good.
Yeah. That's so sweet. That was the
Dude,
first
that's-
dinner we ever went to. I told him it couldn't be a date, or I couldn't go. He couldn't touch me, or I couldn't go. I was so freaked out. I don't remember what that is. Some dinner somewhere. Who knows?
Look at you two.
Oh, yeah. That was a Christmas party.
I love it.
Yeah. And that was when I was becoming chronically ill and didn't know why.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was one season. That was his birthday.
That's
These are
so
sweet.
awesome.
This is
Yeah,
great
you
for
did
me.
good, girl. That's so good. You did good.
Yeah,
you
he did
really,
he did
really
real
good.
Yeah. Wait, okay, G, did you propose to Colleen?
Yeah. It
How'd
was
that go down?
not as good as that. That
Whatever.
was amazing.
Whatever.
No,
That is
it
just
was
unique.
perfect.
But what was yours?
Utica, freaking Utica, New York. It's about 2 or hour and a half further than Albany. The game's at Albany.
Mhm.
You have to keep going north
Mhm.
in this little like rinky dink, like working town, whatever. And I went up to go visit her, and we couldn't stay at my sister's house or anything like that because I don't want to go up for a weekend and be romantic with my girlfriend like at my sister's house. So I got a really big suite at the hotel and chocolate covered strawberries and champagne and I faked her out. I faked you out once.
Yes.
I went
How
and
is this
pretended.
not this is just as good. What?
I went to
It's
pretend.
so good. She's being a
Yeah.
shit right now.
I
It's
pretended to
so
tie my
good.
shoe,
Yes.
and she thought that I just was tying my shoe.
because she was acting weird.
So you
so
didn't
when
believe her?
No, it was like she was acting weird. We were getting ready to go out because when she would come up to visit, normally we would go to the hotel because we'd stay in the hotel for the weekend, and we would get ready and wait for a couple of our friends to let us know when they were heading out so that we could go out. But she was acting weird. She was like in and out of the bathroom way more. She kept looking at the door.
I had to call people.
She was like, somebody's gonna come knock on the door in a couple minutes. And I was like, what is
I was like, just get room service. Room service is coming.
Yeah, room service or something. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, you are acting so fucking weird. But we had talked about before, like, if she was going to propose jokingly, that it was going to be at some restaurant somewhere where there's so many people in front of everybody, and she was going to watch my face get super red and embarrassed and excited and all this type of stuff. So that's what I assumed. And I kind of thought it was going to be that weekend, but I didn't know it was going to be that time when we were by ourselves. So she did. She goes, I'm sitting in the chair. She goes down to tie her shoe. And I'm like, oh shit, is she gonna? But I played it cool. She didn't see my face because she was tying her shoe. And then she just got up and I was like, just turned around for a second. I was like, okay, don't get too excited. So
everything came with the room service. The
Yeah.
ring came, everything came like on the platter with the room service. And then
it was so good. And then we didn't go out that night.
And then we stayed in.
We stayed
I love
in.
it.
We
That's
weren't
awesome.
going anywhere. So
Oh, that's so awesome.
It was
and
so-
hey, you guys didn't go out. I love that for you. I didn't get to talk to Jimmy for like 3 hours afterwards. I just was entertaining strangers for the next 3 hours.
Oh no.
It was still so sweet. But I mean, like, I was like, can I call my mom or talk to my fiance? But then of course we had the whole next day date. Like it was awesome. The other funny detail about ours too is that like that I took the ring box. He had the flu. He was sicker than I had seen him before for days leading up to that match. He was so sick. And so when he did the match, all I could think about is like, he's so ill. And so whenever he proposed, I took the box and I closed the box with the ring in it, and I'm hugging him there. And you can see us hugging, and then I have the box in my hand. But I was like in his ear, I'm like, are you okay? You know, because I was just like thinking about that. And so then we get backstage, like we all get out of the ring, and then we get backstage, and I like look down and I have the box with the ring in it in my hand. And I was like, you have to put this on my finger. And so we screwed that up a little bit, but it's okay. It was still so sweet.
That's perfect though. It's so good.
Yeah.
That is
You
so
don't-
good.
But that's the thing. I don't think we've been married for 14 years. I don't think you've worn your engagement ring for more than like till we got married. And then once we got married, I don't think you've had your engagement ring on again after that.
No, so I would wear.
You would only wear it for special occasions.
I
like
would
if
wear our rings when.
Oh, CrossFit. Pretend to tie my shoe, had Birkenstocks on. Probably. I mean, you're probably right. That's fair.
I love it.
I wore it a ton before we got married. And then I would wear it like when we went to dinner. I would always wear it then, but like I wouldn't wear it at the gym.
Yeah.
I'd wear it out if I was, walking out or we were like out shopping and, that kind of stuff or whatever, but I wouldn't wear it at the gym. But I actually did not wear my wedding band. I didn't tell people that we were married for over a year.
Yeah,
I didn't tell my family that we were married for over a year because when I got engaged, a lot of people did not approve of that and did not agree with that for, whatever reasons and whatever. So we planned to have a really big wedding. And then we realized one day we kind of just looked at each other
It was so
and
annoying.
we were like, we're not talking about our wedding anymore. Like, do you still want to have a big wedding? And she was like, no, I don't. I just want to go get married to you. And I was like, okay, let's go get married. So we went
cool.
and got married, just the two of us. We had a couple witnesses.
That one was definitely in Birkenstocks CrossFit. I definitely got.
That was
I got
in Converse.
Got married in
Converse.
Converse.
It was in Converse.
Converse.
We were
That's
both
fair.
in Converse.
That's facts. Yeah, that's fair.
Very lesbian of us to
Yeah.
be in Converse. So we got married, had two witnesses just because we had to. Like the church wouldn't marry us if we didn't have a couple witnesses. So had two witnesses. And then I didn't tell my family for an entire year that I was married. So when we would go back up to Utica, I would only wear my engagement ring. I wouldn't wear my wedding band.
Yeah.
So, which I thought was really, I was trying to protect us, I thought, but I also wasn't honoring the vow that I made to Garrett for a year that I was married to her. So I had to like process that or whatever, like on my own of like, I feel like I'm trying to protect us, but at the same time, I'm hiding it from people, not because I need their approval, but I'm like, I don't know. I was searching for something. I guess maybe it was approval. And then finally, when I told everybody, that didn't go well either.
Well, you also were navigating something through that most people will never relate to or understand, or less people will than won't. And that had to be hard, obviously. You wouldn't have gone about it that way if it was easy, right?
Yeah.
So I think realistically, families struggle with their, you know what I mean, with already, whether it's heterosexual or not or whatever, but that's another layer that, anyway, I'm sorry that it was hard like that, I guess is what I'm saying, because for people to not respect your love is hurtful. And it had nothing probably to do with you, right? Because they probably do love you, and they probably by now love you both together, I would hope.
Oh yeah, now that we have the baby,
Now that we
forget
have a
it.
kid.
Yeah,
Now that we have a kid.
once she got pregnant, that was pretty much the like, oh well, this is gonna last. It's not face.
Yeah,
So-
and I think that what it was for me though was learning.
I was like, yeah, I knocked her up. I'm
Yeah.
proud.
Through FedEx.
You're stuck with me forever.
But I processed the difference between accepting the behavior and understanding the feelings about it. Like I can understand being surprised. I can understand we all, whether it's our parents or family or friends or whatever, there's this idea that we have for people that are close to us, where it's like your parents have already written your story before you were even out the womb. Like you're going to be married and have a bunch of kids and do all these things and whatever. And when that idea is broken or changed, the acceptance can take some time. So
Mhm.
I can empathize with the process and the emotions about it. That doesn't mean I condone the behaviors.
Sure.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? So that was more of what I needed to work through of not beating them up for the emotions that they felt,
Mhm.
but having a clear boundary on like the behaviors. Like we're not doing that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that was helpful.
Kenneth, my bad. I did it on a beach with our dog there. First time I was about to kneel down, our dog took a huge deuce.
It was perfect, Katie.
Very romantic.
It was perfect.
That's exactly, yep. And you should always
Mhm.
have your dog there. Jeremy, I'm having a hard time getting Dylan's wife and family to accept our super gay love for each other. Open to suggestions.
Wait, which Dylan? Which Dylan is he referring to?
Dylan Vowell.
Him and Jeremy and Dylan do a show on this platform.
Yeah.
Called Rear Naked Takes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely know Jeremy. I'm trying to think if I've seen them on that show. I don't know if I have.
Dillhole, he pops up every once in a while.
Dylan's great.
He's awesome.
It
He's
hurts
hilarious.
Jeremy's feelings that he might be a favorite. You know.
Oh my gosh.
The rest is still unwritten. That's a great song, by the way.
I can hear that
It
when you
is.
say it.
It
Yes.
is really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
That's
have you
awesome.
guys started planning a wedding? Going to plan? No.
No, when you said your storyline, I'm like, watch that be us. But yeah, no, we definitely like have continued to converse about it and checked in with each other every few months. We knew when we got engaged last January, we did go ahead and that summer look at venues. But basically with his career focus, like with his goals and the trajectory that was on, and then even me, like I just started working for WAD Prep full time in January, and like last year I knew that there was a shift professionally for me underway. I didn't know that this is what it would be. I didn't know what it would be, but I did know that it would feel more aligned for me. And it certainly does. It's been awesome. But anyway, so basically it was like, okay, we're both in some pretty big transition and pursuit seasons professionally. And so, and also the medical expenses for us for the healing journey with the mold and whatever, right? That's unfortunately been pretty costly for both of us. And so there are always expenses in life, but those are two kind of driving factors for why we decided not to try to get it done really quickly. So anyway, we were like, we'll table it and we'll have another discussion this year. And so we've definitely, of course, he had his tryout in January, and then we got news a week or 2 weeks after that, I think that went well. And so then it was like, okay, well, we rehashed out what we're thinking there. And anyway, we do know that we'll do it in 2027. And as far as where we get married or the size of the wedding or anything like that, couldn't tell you.
You should just get married on WWE like Triple H. And what's her face?
It's so crazy.
You have to. Okay, let's play this. Real quick. Hold on.
Wait, did he get married to Steph McMahon? That's what on TV?
The show. Yeah,
it was part.
fake.
It was part of the storyline, and then
that's
and
why
then later it really happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's you
so
have
funny.
to. You have to be a part of his storyline. There's just. All right, here we go. Let's go.
Oh, this is Jimmy's. Yeah.
I tried with World Wrestling Entertainment a few months ago. I work for the WWE ID program. I'm the messenger. My message is, Jimmy House, we would like you to join the WWE ID program.
It was so cool.
That is so awesome, girl.
It was so cool. Yeah.
Did you know?
I did. Yes. Now the
You
people
did.
did not, but I knew. Yes. Yes. So yeah, that was the plan, the story. Yeah. So Thatcher does work for the WWE, and he wrestles for them, and he also, he works with the WWE ID program, like you said. And so anyway, we knew that he was coming in, and they were having a match, and that was
So what is the ID? Sorry,
Yeah,
real quick.
no,
What is
same thing.
the
I was
ID
gonna-
program?
Yeah, it's a relatively new program. I don't know exactly how long. My understanding is like 2 to 3 years, I think. But basically, so for WWE, there are kind of two different cohorts of individuals that make their way in. And it's that like young athlete coming from a different sport that they put on, a developmental contract and put them at the Performance Center in Orlando, and they develop them there. And so those are athletes that have no wrestling experience. This would be great. I've never even really looked at what they say about it. It's designed to provide independent wrestlers a clear pathway to a potential career in the WWE. Let's see.
Following WWE's NIL program, WID has been constructed to support independent wrestling prospects.
Very cool.
We will provide the most prominent independent wrestling schools in the U.S. with the WWE ID official designation. And then we'll identify the top independent wrestling prospects with an official WWE ID prospect designation and support their development journey. We'll give the fans opportunity to follow the paths of these standout prospects on the independent wrestling scene through curated behind the scenes content, as well as highlights and matches showcased across WWE's
he's just gonna, the social platforms
really cool.
is crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so, so the way that, it's just, they are now working with him to develop him. And so he was in Orlando last week. He'll go back in a week. I think 2 weeks separate these two trips. And so that is where their Performance Center is. And so he is out there frequently to train and to film. And then he does work with a coach or coaches, at least one coach, if not coaches, I'm not sure, with the WWE. And so anyway, he wrestles for them. But for the ID program, they developed it so that independent wrestlers can continue to wrestle on the indie circuits and develop themselves with the support of WWE and still be getting a lot of experience out there with those. And so basically this is a 1-year contract, and it's, hey, we see potential in you. We want to work with you to develop you. And assuming that goes well, then we're going to continue that relationship and deepen it. And so it's just he's basically on the starting line.
Was that important for him to be able to still compete and build his craft and build his skills and not be so tied to like someone else running his course?
Phrase that in another way.
So you're saying that he can be an independent wrestler right now,
Claire.
right? Like he's still an independent. He's still an independent wrestler, so he can still compete outside of this WWE ND program or ID program or whatever.
Exactly.
Was that important for him to have that option versus being thrown into like a camp per se, where he had to be in a bubble with that camp?
Yep. That is a good question now that I understand it. I think that at the end of the day, like his goal is to be a superhero to millions of kids, period. So whatever is of service to that goal is what he wants to do. And so we didn't expect it to be the WWE ID program, but we also didn't understand that was the opportunity that was potentially available at the tryout for him. And so this is like the best case scenario that could have happened coming out of the tryout, based on what I understand. And so anyway, I think for him, because the next steps should be exclusivity. Like at this point, he is allowed to wrestle on other promotions, but if they like what they see as he continues, which they will, then he will then no longer be able to wrestle on those other promotions. And so it's definitely a great, like right now, I don't think that it was something that he was concerned with the details on as much as long as he's progressing. But it does give him a ton of opportunities to wrestle. And I know I've said it before, but things that he does that he doesn't say that he does publicly, but I will gladly just shout from the rooftops, that like, when he says he wants to be a superhero to millions of kids, that means that he gives kids free stuff at every show. So that's all out of pocket. And he pays for special needs adults to come to his shows. And so like the things that he does that, like, yet again, he is not about to go publicly talk about that. But I am.
Yeah, as you should.
Crazy. It's just like, it's one thing to say, I want to be a superhero. And that's awesome. But he feels that there were some professional wrestlers, one in particular, but some professional wrestlers that meant a lot to him as a child. And they really, really inspired him and were kind of father figures almost. And so he wants the opportunity to be that inspiration for children. And so just the fact that he is doing those little things, he's like, yeah, I'm not a big enough name yet to like have some massive Make-A-Wish Foundation thing going on yet, but what can I do? And so it's just so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He looks like he should be part of the Rock's lineage.
I know.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
couple extra tattoos and he's nation of domination.
Yep. And there has been a name trademarked for him. He will, when he's wrestling for the WWE, he won't be going by Jimmy House.
Oh, they got him a name?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's getting little
really
perks
cool.
and shit now. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely part of it. Like they, you know, they own that persona, you know.
Mhm.
And so, yes, it was also really fun to walk
You
through
have
that.
to be part of his storyline. Please. You have to just go in
Just
there and
walk out with
throw some chick
him,
around.
like,
I know,
yes.
like,
Oh gosh.
come on.
It's
Please.
yeah, it will. I will be inevitably. I know that there was one guy in an indie wrestling promotion so far that, like, it was funny. I was not at multiple shows, and due to travel, if I'm in the same city, I'm going. But or if I can make it work. But oftentimes he wrestles and we're both working, and it is what it is. But this guy was chirping like they were filming it, you know, and whatever. And anyway, he was on and on and on about your fiance is not even here and whatever, you know. And he really wanted me to get worked into it. And so he was like, literally like, please have her slap me.
Oh, you would be so perfect.
It would be so good.
Yo, I saw the women's Royal Rumble. You're taller than everybody. Just go in there and start throwing bitches out of the ring.
I have no desire to wrestle.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Can you see? Oh,
I mean,
man. You'd be so good.
She has the
dude.
personality,
Yes.
like to be able to sell the story, to be that personality or whatever. But I get what you're saying, girl. I get the wrestling part. Like I get what you're saying.
If you want to wrestle, you want to be hurt all the time. I like to hurt with a barbell. I don't want to hurt catching other humans and throwing myself at them all the time.
I mean, you don't want to be sore just by, you know, being thrown on the ground and
no, it's what they put their bodies through is insane. And I know you guys know that. But anyway, so like it doesn't speak to me. It doesn't speak to me. I respect the heck out of it. But it definitely will I be gladly supportive in the ways that I can be? Yes. Do I want my own journey? No. Now, that isn't to say that, like, you know, I wouldn't be willing to hold on to a microphone and say things because I could do that.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You got to, you got to
walking down in the outfits with
Yes.
him. Like,
totally. Yeah. You want me to put on something cool and walk around
and talk shit?
Yeah.
You have to at least slap somebody else's wife. Like you have to just,
wait, what?
You don't have to be in the ring wrestling, but like, don't talk shit about my husband and just slap.
Yeah, that's fine.
You gotta do that.
That's
you
fine.
Gotta at least
or what if I could be his hype woman for sure. Like I could be his manager or
Miss Elizabeth. You have to be Miss Elizabeth. You'll just be a little bit more physical.
What if I wanted to be like an announcer someday or something like that? Like that could be crazy.
You two traveling the world together, you on the mic, him throwing
It could be
himself
so
in the ring.
fun.
That would be amazing.
Awesome.
And I finally, although I didn't grow up a wrestling fan, obviously as a result of being with him, now I'm like, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm watching it when he's not around. I know the storylines.
Yeah. It's so fun.
Do you guys compare who's more sore? Like if he comes home with a shoulder and you're like, no, it's my knee, or you guys don't like it?
He never complains, but literally looking at his physical body and watching what happens, I'm like, that hurts. I know that hurts. There are welts, there are bruises, there are scrapes, there are staples sometimes. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. So like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lose that one every time happily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his Fran time?
But what's his Fran time?
Oh my gosh. That's actually, okay. So it was funny. I thought it was funny. So do you guys know who Bo Nickel is?
I've heard the name.
He is a UFC fighter. He's going to be doing the match, or not the match, sorry. He's on the card for the event at the White House later this year in June.
Oh yeah, I've listened to Jeremy talk. Yeah, I've heard that name. Go ahead.
Which means she has no idea who that is.
I don't know who it is, but I've heard him talk. Is he the dude that looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine? Is that him?
I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what?
I don't think it's
There's
that
one fighter that he was talking about that looked like Tekashi.
His hair is dyed and stuff like that.
Oh no, that's not him. Okay,
well, I was gonna say that's literally him. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Well, so Yeah, Rolo interviewed him behind the scenes at WZA, which he did do. And that
Oh, that's
just
cool.
plug to Meme for Time, Rolo's content. He has been doing the behind the snes. You guys have probably already seen it.
Yeah,
But
it's amazing.
anybody who
Yeah,
hasn't seen it,
crushing it.
He's doing so good.
Yep.
yeah, his interviews are really cool, and he's interviewing a broad range of people. And anyway, I've been really enjoying that that he's put on. But so Bo, and I didn't know who it was, but Bo stepped on to the open stage at 26.3 at Wadapalooza and did the workout, and he's never done CrossFit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So his
Oof.
team, he founded a product that was there as a vendor. 2717, I believe, is the name of it. It is a recovery cream that has peptides in it. So it's like a topical peptide recovery thing. And so he founded that, and they were there. And apparently a lot of the people involved there, like I think the people who work for him there, I'm not exactly sure, but they are all wearing it, and they're CrossFitters. And so anyway, so they wind up being at Wadapalooza, and he's there as the founder. And so he steps on and does 26.3. So they come over, they're all wearing the clothing. And so it was real fun on the open stage because it's right in the middle of like the vendor village, and there's no like meaningful barrier between you and the spectators, fans, etc. And so emceeing that floor was super fun because you could really interact and have a lot of fun with it. And there were 40 athletes going at once on the floor. It was a ton of fun. So anyway, I see all their shirts and whatever. So I go over there and I'm like, what is this? What are you guys doing? And so they told me about it. And then their videographer was catching some stuff, and he was like, that's Bo Nickel. And I was like, sick. And he was like, this is who he is. And I was like, that's crazy. And so anyway, then I wound up like just having fun with it out there. And of course, and he was wearing Hoka's, and it was 26.3. So like barbell thrusters.
Oh, those
and
are those
cleans.
puffy sneakers with the huge.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally this big. The
And so he
heels are
says he's
this
never done
big.
CrossFit, and he's wearing those shoes. And I was like, oh no. And I'm like, okay, if he's a UFC guy, like he's got great conditioning, I would imagine. And so I definitely was like, I was like, oh, he's probably got stellar conditioning, but like the barbell is a whole different ball game. And so anyway, he crushed it. I look over, and his thrusters, he's head through the window, his elbows are an extension, his cleans, his elbows are through. I was like, okay, listen, you've at least seen people do CrossFit because this is going really well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, it was really, really fun to get to watch them out there and have fun with them. Anyway, they created some content and we're sharing it. So I shared it on my story, and there's a lot that goes on. As much as Jimmy and I do stay connected, I don't tell him every single thing that happens at an event because it's a lot. And so I didn't mention that yet. And so Jimmy saw it and he shared it, and he was like, when your fiance meets Bo, and he's of course a grappler, so he's very into that world, right? Like a legit, as much as he's a professional wrestler, he has,
Right.
a real
Yeah.
history with grappling sport. So anyway, he was like, when your fiance meets Bo Nickel before you do, that's it. I start CrossFit tomorrow. And so I've definitely already been poking. I'm like, okay, so are you coming to the affiliate with me when I get back?
Oh my.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
how have you guys been other than the open? How's life been for y'all? Busy, slow.
Busy.
No, we've just been really happy. Our boy is he's doing Little League, and he made instead of it's the regular Little League where the kids pitch to each other and it's not like the father or coach's pitch.
Mhm.
And so he got selected for that. So we're really happy about that. He's very excited and proud of himself for that. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be soccer moms or baseball moms or whatever for the next 4 months until
He's also found basketball.
Yes.
So he's very interested in basketball. And Claire, I don't know if you know the story, but Garrett used to be a really big basketball star when she was in high school. So now
I'm the Al Bundy of high school basketball.
You're not. So now Baby G is talking shit to her like, I'm gonna be a better basketball player than you. And she still has all the numbers and all the records in the high school. So it's funny that he's starting to be like, Mommy, I'm going to be a better basketball player than you.
Are y'all in the same school system? So will he be going to the same school that you went to?
Yeah, he's in the same school that I went to. I did all my schooling here. So when he walks through the high school, he sees my plaques or whatever from like, All American, whatever. So he's like, that's my mom. Now I have to beat you. And I was like, well, you're the only kid that I'm going to take out to help do this. So as soon as it gets nice out, it's still freaking cold. New York, they're still freaking cold. So, but
it just tickles me though, because when Garrett and I got married before we had Day, before
Gal Bundy. Yes.
That's
Birdie.
good.
Facts.
Before we had Beatty, she was like, that is my history. And I want to like kind of create a new legacy for myself here. Like she's got the store, which has been in her family's legacy forever, that she's going to eventually take over. And then, same thing with being the basketball player and the sports, that she was when she was in high school. I go, and then you name your kid Garrett.
I know, I shouldn't have done.
Like you name your child Garrett, who's going to be going through the same school system as you, and everybody knows who you are. So this trying to get away from your past, it's right there.
And he's so cool. He's such the mayor. He like high fives all the cops.
Everybody.
Like he high fives all the
Mhm.
the maintenance guys that work in the school. Like he's just the little mayor of the elementary school. It's very cute. So
How old is he right now?
8. He's about to
that's
be
what I thought.
9.
Yeah.
He's about to be 9. So
That's so awesome.
he's 5'1" and like 101 pounds. Like he's so tall, dude.
He's very tall.
He's so
At
tall.
8 years old,
Yes.
5'1".
Yeah.
Almost. And he last time he went to the doctor,
He was 90.
he was like 70, 80 pounds, maybe 80 something pounds.
He's a big dude.
He's tall.
Yeah, he's tall and skinny.
This is going to be interesting because y'all are both so freaking tall.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's her.
Nah, but still, I know, but I mean, it's still like
the donor that we
you-
picked
I'm
is
not-
my
I feel
size.
like everybody knows, G, that you're tall, but like people sometimes don't realize or don't know. I don't know for some reason that Colleen is so tall. Colleen is so tall.
She's tall.
Yeah.
Facts.
Mhm.
She's only an inch shorter than me.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
wait. So do we know the height of the?
Donor was 6'1". I'm 6
Okay.
feet. We chose a donor with some of my characteristics, and he's 6'1".
Okay.
So, but he's projected to be like freaking 6'5", dude. And his feet are so huge.
He's almost in a size 5
Dude.
at 8.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's man. Maybe he will be really good at basketball.
I mean, it's cool. It's good.
Wait,
It's
do you
good.
know? Did the donor? Do you get like that kind of information? Like, did
Oh,
they play
yeah.
sports? Were they
He was
athletic?
artsy.
He played sports. He liked
Okay.
sports, but he was very big into music.
Yeah.
So playing a bunch of different instruments. I don't think writing his own music, but very, very artsy.
Yeah, he was artsy.
So Garrett is playing piano right now, and I want to teach him all the instruments, guitar
Mhm.
and drums. I was able to get him a keyboard for Christmas. Garrett said no drums, so he will be going somewhere to a music.
He will be
school.
going to someone with a drum set. I will not be buying a drum set. There's
Right
no,
now.
no shot.
right now. She says that right now.
No
I
shot.
wonder if watching Savon with his kids, like, I wonder how many people that impacts to want to have their kids involved in so many things, because
Mhm.
it's so cool to watch how he's got his kids just doing everything.
Yeah.
Well, that was something that her and I had to kind of figure out together.
Aw, Pat. Aw.
Is Pat
Um,
Oh,
not a giant? What's
No, it's
No, she's teasing him.
I love Pat.
She's
Pat's great.
teasing
I'm
Pat.
teasing.
That was something that we had to figure out of how busy do we make him, and that was something because Garrett was very competitive, very young, and so was I. I got into competitive dance very young, and so when you become competitive in one sport, that's all you're doing, and it's a year-round thing, and there's a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of time commitment, and whatever. So for us, it was more important for him to, Megan, don't
Megan,
get him
Megan.
she'll disown you.
Megan.
You'll lose your job.
Meg. I'll block you. I will block you, literally.
you're not invited.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding, Meg. You're invited.
That was one thing that we both were very adamant about, of him not getting too competitive too early. So he's tried soccer, he does swimming, he plays piano, he
But
does
they're all
boxing,
in seasons, though. Everything's in a season.
baseball, that kind of stuff. So just keeping him chess. He loves going to chess club, like just to keep
That's so
himself
cool.
busy to do different things. So
Yeah.
he's been doing really well. He's busy. He was, I don't know if you saw our podcast, but he is looking to get into Gen Pop for school. So getting out of a special needs classroom, getting out of an inclusive classroom. And so we're going to have that meeting next week to,
Okay, that's a big deal.
Yeah, his his IEP, the goals for his IEP are changing. So that's really awesome for us and for him. We'll see how he's gonna have to make new friends and be social, which is the hardest part for him. So yeah, we're hoping he's got a good support system. We love his teachers. We love the people that are in charge of his IEP. So we're all just gonna do the best for him to try to succeed. So excited.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Doing good.
When are you gonna start pumping out your giant children? Are you waiting for a while? Or?
I'm gonna have a child with traps to its ears so it can come out that way. Oh, I would love to. Well, no, I don't. That was another really, really cool thing. If I've already told you the story, tell me I don't have to repeat it. But whenever Jimmy and I very first started dating, like we had just started dating, he had asked me to be his girlfriend like a week before or something like that. And we had already been friends for a good handful of months at that point. But anyway, as soon as we started dating, then we went to dinner and he was like, we need to talk about kids. And we're brand new. And I'm like, uh-huh. And he was just like, what timeline are you looking for there? Because I'm 4 years older than him. Mm-hmm. And so he was just like, we just need to talk about that because I want to be present at that season of life. And based on my professional goals, I'm going to be pretty absent for a while. And so we just had, he was like, if it's important to you that you do that in the very near future, then we probably shouldn't continue. And I just thought that was so cool that he was so proactive to have that conversation. And so anyway, and I'm paraphrasing exactly what he said. I don't remember the exact wording, but that was the conversation. And so anyway, then it was like, we kind of just came to terms with, okay, this means that we will wait to have kids. And so, yet again, Kenneth says, lay it all out at the start. And like, Jimmy may be 4 years younger than me, but that man's wisdom is on a whole other level. And
so don't talk about Jeremy. Where are you right now? You need to be taking notes on how to do this. Like,
seriously. I mean, I don't know. Jimmy's just always been just strangely mature and wise. And I really, anyway, so it was his doing that we had that conversation early. That wasn't my bright idea, but I'm very grateful that we did because it set me up with realistic expectations from the jump. So anyway, we probably won't even, I turned 34 in June and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm, closer to 40 before that really starts coming. So don't get me wrong. Biologically, I'm to the point where I'm like, I can't wait, but also will wait. That was the agreement we made and I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. And so, it does give me the opportunity also to really be aggressive in pursuit of my own goals too, because like, we're not trying to enter that stage of life for a while. And so I look forward to it and it's going to be like, I can wait, but I can't wait. Right. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so it's tabled for some time, but that's okay.
Well, like you said, by the end, you could be on the same journey, right? Like you're the MC for the WWE walking down the aisle with him and he's like flying off ropes and shit. And you got your little ones like, that could end up being absolutely perfect when the time comes. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll just continue. Thankfully, I do want to have children and he does want to have children. Mm-hmm. So we both want to do that. So, at least we're on the same page that like, we want to experience that in life and we want to, raise at least one child and all of that. So we'll continue just like with the marriage thing, how it's like, okay, we'll just check in as time passes. But this is definitely one that like from the jump was like, hey, we ain't even talking about this for years, so I'm not feeling antsy by any means.
Well, we had that conversation in the beginning too. That was something that I was very, very adamant that I wanted to be a mom. And we had that conversation up front because it was very important to both of us too. It didn't matter how much we liked each other, loved each other, whatever. Like we weren't going to stop each other from what they wanted. If she didn't want kids, I wasn't going to force her to have kids. Mm-hmm. If I wanted a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? Like we would just had that conversation. So she did tell me that we didn't need to have 4. So because I wanted 4.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a bunch of siblings growing up?
Yes, I had a huge family.
Yeah.
And my nieces, my eldest brother has 5 kids.
Your mom's one of like 8, isn't she?
My mother's one of 8 and my father I think is one of 12.
Yeah.
So huge families. But that was more of what we discussed. Garrett was like, yeah, we can have kids. I want kids,
but I want to do stuff.
but not for kids.
Like I want to be able to go out.
You know,
Like,
I mean, it was very challenging to have one child. So
Yeah.
it works out, you know, either way. But that was something that we talked about from the beginning too, you know, and I was very like, okay, we're married. Let's have a baby. She's like, we're married. We're not having a baby right now.
Hold on. Let's experience it. Well, and
Yeah.
my mother and father were married for almost 10 years before they had my sister.
Mhm.
And so anyway, I don't know. That was like they're very much, as much as I'm a very different creature. Obviously, like I said, my mom's like, you're ridiculous, you're crazy. But anyway, I've always loved that about the fact that they were like, no, we experienced marriage for quite a few years before we tried to bring you guys into it.
are you and your sister the same?
Mm-mm.
Do you have totally different personalities?
Mhm.
Oh, I was just imagining two Claires running around. I was like, what?
No, and actually, like I was the terror. I mean, yeah, we're polar opposites. Like we're literal 180s from one another. But that being said, she is a wonderful person. We just have always had vastly different interests and just we couldn't be more different other than I suppose there are some traits, I think she's more compassionate than I am almost. Maybe naturally, like I work towards that, right? But anyway, so she has a lot of wonderful traits. But yeah, we're very different in just like what we like to do for fun, or I mean anything like that. We're so different. But when we were growing up, I was the mischievous
You're the baby.
child.
You're the baby.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
And I could get away with anything.
Yep.
Yep.
Me too.
And she got blamed for everything. And I have apologized to her many times over as an adult, and it will never make it okay.
How much older is she than you?
She's almost 3 years older than me.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And I was always way smaller, but I was feisty.
Mm.
So I was a little meanie head.
That's that redhead thing that y'all got going on that just look.
It was actually I was DMing with Jenny Dents the other day, and she said something about like something to the effect of how joyful I am all the time or something like that, right? And I was like, the other side is there. I've just, as an adult, at least attempted to be aware of when it's coming up and have better tools than I did when I was younger. But like from the jump, my dad always said like she's got two modes: happy as can be or furious, and there is no in between.
Oh God, I don't want to see you furious.
I'm working
know.
on the in between. I'm working on the in between.
I like happy, joyful Claire. Happy, joyful Claire is amazing.
And that is where, thank you. It's so much more. I enjoy it a lot more too. And we do live there the vast majority of the time. There was a time recently
That
where
will forever be a work in progress.
Yeah,
Meg.
Colleen spaces.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Working on my
What's your-
face.
Your facial, what? Just because you wear your expressions?
Yes.
I think I don't, but apparently I do.
No, she does.
You know, I'm the meme that's like you turn down the volume, but the subtitles are still on.
Yes.
So that's me. So
No, but I love that. That's not a flaw in the system. Don't fix it.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
didn't think it was a flaw.
No.
I just get nervous.
Yeah.
No, and there are
by now you've been
sometimes-
together so long, you know what it looks like.
I'm like, oh.
But there are some times where if we're standing there and like someone's talking to me and Garrett knows that what my face is, she will give me a little tap like we have to try a little harder right now because
because it's like even the other person can perceive it, or no, probably not, but Garrett
I
knows.
don't think that they can see it,
Yeah.
but there's
I just
always
feel like they can because I can. So I'm just
so she's
for
just
me, I'm just
she's
like
looking out.
can you
She's just
just
looking out.
look up or to the left or something, anything.
It's like go get a water or
look
go
at
to
the
the
cat,
bathroom or
squirrel,
something.
anything.
Well, I think Garrett, you're perceptive of that because I think you've also called me out on that multiple times. Like that, I think you're just like you're paying attention to people's expressions pretty well. Because even you've been like, oh gosh, look at Claire's face right now. You know?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yep.
fucked up. I
Yep.
said the wrong thing. I
Yep.
shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have asked that question.
You can read people, baby.
Yeah.
That's what you
That's funny. This is, I don't even know what this means. By the way, Burn 1808 says, Claire, do you have any friends for our pal Jeremy? We don't exactly need someone top of the line. Let's start with bipedal or all else is gravy. Do y'all know what bipedal means?
No,
Did I just say something inappropriate?
no, no. I don't know what bipedal means. I think
I love Bernie.
What is this? We're gonna learn something today. Someone is in the
I just love that he's.
If CrossFad's still here, it'll be there before I can even get it pulled
Yeah,
up.
where's CrossFad on this? I just like we don't exactly need someone top of the line. What is
Bipedal,
here we go.
using only two legs,
Legs
for walking.
That's, okay, that is what I thought it would be.
Okay.
So
All right.
we want someone who can walk.
Okay.
Not saying she gives it all away, but people would line up to play. Shut up, Bernie.
Oh, because your expressions. Dang, so it's that much.
Paper street.
It's bad. Yeah, it can
I'm
be
gonna have
really
to, like,
bad
pay more.
sometimes.
I guess
legs.
but I think you genuinely enjoy most of what happens here because I've never noticed like here that I'm like, oh, Colleen's not. I'm gonna have to be more perceptive of this.
Yeah, I
See if
think
I
I'm
can
okay
pick up on your
here.
nuances.
I think I'm okay here, but I guess in other public situations,
That
I'm
checks.
not that. I'm
It's
not
the
that great.
subject matter.
Oh,
It's
I
not
guess,
even.
yeah.
It's definitely the subject matter. It doesn't matter where it is, but her face starts talking when the subject matter is like religion or like
No,
what
I
I
feel
mean?
like with religion, I kind of shut down. I try to be present during the religion conversations, but I feel like my face actually just shuts down.
Yeah. Well,
so-
and that just is very contextual too, because at least tell me this. So you guys have had some very deep, meaningful conversations about religion and spiritual beliefs on your show. But is it different because it's the context of who you're speaking to and you're in a position where like you came to the conversation to be open-minded versus like in the world day to day when it gets just thrust upon you and you're like, what is even happening? Or even in those conversations, is that also happening here? And I'm just not perceiving that.
I've always tried to be open-minded about it.
Yeah.
No matter what, whether it's
Yeah.
on here, or whether when I talk to people just walking around.
Yeah.
I don't know if Colleen's a little bit more jaded by it.
In the beginning, I was very turned off by it, but I was willing to come to the table to at least sit and listen and try to learn and understand and whatever. I had a very different experience with religion, but I also, within these types of conversations and the more people that we've talked to on the variety of topics, not necessarily just religion, is that I really am doing a lot of reflection on perception with like, okay, so I say that I was jaded because of this, but what's my actual perception of that? Did I take it out of context? Did I blow it up from nothing or from a simple sentence to something way bigger? So like I'm able to internalize it and have that dialogue a little bit better, which allows me to be more open to different conversations. So now when we do get into the really deep religious conversations, I don't have much to say, but I'm able to be more present when I'm listening to the conversation. I'm not so shut off. So I would say probably in the beginning of us having the conversations with John and Brock and there was somebody else that we had a really big religious conversation with. I forget who it was, but like John obviously was the big one in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Those have
then,
been
you
some
guys have
good
had a pretty
ones.
deep conversation with Will as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
About that stuff.
Yep.
And I don't know if Will is still here or not, but I hope he whatever. I hope he hears this as if he like cares what my opinion is on that. I really appreciate how open he is about his experiences in life. And you guys, the shows that you guys have done where you've kind of dove a bit deeper there. That's very powerful to hear from someone in a position that he is. You know, he is a coach today and has I think he's a very respectable individual. Anyway, I just think he's in a position where him sharing those types of details about his experiences. And I mean, the same for Yuji as well, you know, like it's a different ball game, I think. Anyway, I'm just grateful he's choosing to share like that.
It is important, and especially important coming from dudes, just because most men don't want to talk about it, or either that or they don't even look at it like something happened. You know what I mean? Like it is important to hear from that. We have a son. Like I want my son to be able to come to me and tell me whatever's happening and know that if something like that happens, it's wrong.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And to have that conversation with him proactively and to prepare him for the world that is a very scary place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, what's this? Jason Bourne. Paper Street Coffee was a lifesaver at WZA for the volunteers. Oh, you just made. Oh, yeah. Gabe's great. He made sure everybody had some. How much caffeine did you consume at WZA? You were like on the floor, then off the floor, and then
dancing in the rain.
Yeah,
and
That dance party was soul
Everything.
food.
was everything.
I won't forget it like ever, because we're already multiple hours into the delays at that point on Sunday. And so I had started on a floor that morning. And as far as caffeine consumption goes, I probably have at events between 200 and 400 milligrams of caffeine a day, which is certainly a higher dose for me than day to day in life. But I will increase the volume of caffeine if I'm working starting on the floor at 8 a.m. and I don't come off the floor till 8 p.m. I got some caffeine for sure, but I don't try to get too crazy with it. So there's that. And it was also Paper Street. Thank you, because it was your coffee, and not just your coffee, but it was your coffee. And so, yeah, the dance party, I had been on a floor calling the floor for like 3.5 hours that morning. And then we got shut down, and it was in the middle of a heat again. And so everybody's like, the sirens go off and we're like, stop moving, just because when there is, lightning, then that changes the game. Right. And so it just has to happen. And anyway, so then we did like a 60-minute delay or something like that. And then we had another longer delay, and it was just, we slowly delayed more. And so I think it was after the second delay when all of us and the other MCs had largely already gotten together. I had to go run my mile, so I just ran it in the rain. And then I found all of them, and they were all together at that open stage. And so finally after that, there were so many people, spectators, fans, athletes, all just hanging out, waiting to see what's going to happen next. And they're all under the coverings in the different booths and so on, just kind of huddled together, just not sad, but not doing any, just waiting, everybody's just waiting. And so anyway, it was so great because a few of us MCs and one of the DJs were like, let's do this. And so we just started this dance party, and it grew and grew and grew and grew. And it was so much fun.
I wish
Oh
Gabe
my
on the
gosh.
mic would have been there with you guys.
I wish he would have been as well.
It would
I
have been
love working with
hilarious.
him. We brought him
He's
in for
so
Beach
fun.
Brawl last minute, and he crushed it. Gabe is such a good dude.
He's so fun.
He is.
That guy's so fun.
Yeah.
CrossFitter, Oxfitter, I don't know how to say that, but just rode a 5K while listening to y'all. Thanks for getting me through it.
Thanks for being
Thanks
here.
for hanging out with us.
Way to row 5K.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of time on that machine.
DJ Jason Bourne, DJ Vic made it happen.
Yes. Thank you. It was DJ Vic that did it. And he's from Australia. He is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, he's also an excellent DJ. He does a lot of events over there and does a bunch of high rock stuff and CrossFit events. He does Tour Pro, whatever. Anyway,
wow.
DJ Vic is so good, and he is just the most fun.
I feel like we're at a dance party right now with CJ's fucking bedroom looking like that.
Mhm.
We can't call this CJ's bedroom. This is CJ's guest.
Okay, sorry.
Does that sound
Also,
weird?
CrossFit said something about him being on Molly with that background at the top of the show, but I forgot where it is. It was
I really
hilarious.
wish I could see anything through these sunglasses, because I just definitely I came over. So I was on calls all day, like I said. And so anyway, I came over here right before the show so that I could hop on. And I was just like, it's been a long day and a wonderful day, but a long day. And so I was like, let's just make this ridiculous, because I feel like I'm cross-eyed. So let's just have some fun. Yeah. Because he usually does the lights now on the shows that we do, but it's like a slow ambiance, or they're just like two different colors and they just stay that way. And I was like, can we make
a
them
dance party?
dance?
Yeah.
Can I get a
Dance party.
rainbow, please? And so here we are.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
appropriate.
Thank you, KDL. Australian CrossFitter. Thank you. Got it. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Where does it say that?
Did you? No, he's translating the person's name for us. AU Cross X CrossFitter.
Oh, okay.
All right. I got likely means. All right. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate you.
So where are you going next?
Yeah, what's up?
What's new or what's next on the list of travels for you?
I am in Pensacola for the quarterfinals camp for our WOD prep athletes. And so I'm here till next week. And also, because I do work for WOD prep, I have to shout it out, because how could I not? It's been really fun to work for them full time since the beginning of this year.
That's
and
awesome.
Doing the academy stuff. My role is to be, very engaged with the community there, and then also growing the community through an ambassador program and so on. So it's been really fun to build that out and launch that. That's been up and running for a few weeks now. And so getting all of that in place, it's been so much fun. But I mean, I started to work for them because I was doing my own stuff for years. And after working media with, starting on the podcast with CJ, and then working the events with Ben and the team, and watching Ben coach people, and he will not quit until you figure it out. He is so effective at it, and he cares so freaking much. And not just him, but Nelson, and I mean, their whole team, they're good people who care a ton, and they just bleed CrossFit. And so anyway, then we just kind of were like, okay, well, we should probably figure out how to get me more involved. What are some areas that we could focus on, as WAD Prep? And so thankfully they offered the opportunity to come work for them. So it's been a lot of fun. So anyway, we're doing an athlete camp here. So a bunch of athletes flew in today. And so we will start that tomorrow at the gym. We have a local gym, Mako Athletics. It's awesome. It's where Maddie Rogers trains, and Carlos Bound, and so on. And anyway, they're great people. So we have a setup with them. So anyway, we will run that. So I'm doing, judging and content and whatever all there this weekend. And because I did qualify, I suppose I will do the workouts.
Yes. Are you going to stream one? You want to stream one here? Come on, stream one here.
Let us
I mean,
know.
if I would be down. The priority is me being an athlete is really low on the totem pole of priorities this weekend. So me supporting the athletes and the coaches and whatever is needed there is paramount for me. And so I will do the workouts. The only thing is, if I'll text you guys, because if I can schedule it out in advance and that makes sense, then great, I'll do that. But if it's like, I just got 30 minutes, I'm going to snag one for myself real quick, one of the workouts, then I'll just go do that.
Yeah.
So maybe I appreciate the offer, and I'm down to if it
works
as long
out.
as it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
we're always around.
We could probably figure that out. So we'll see. But then I'll go home, and then let's see. Okay, so I'm going to WrestleMania with Jimmy.
Yay.
Yeah.
We'll see you on TV. We'll watch you. we'll look for y'all in the crowd.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. So I think that the next thing I have going on. Yep. And then I think after that, I want to say the next thing that I have is NorCal. Is that right? Yeah. NorCal.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So it'll be my second year going there. And so I love NorCal.
Do you go to any CrossFit events other than the games to just be a spectator?
Ooh, KDL said Crash could use an MC.
Oh, talk to JR.
Ooh,
I would love that.
that would be fire.
I would love that. I think he doesn't use an MC at all, does he?
No,
Yeah,
but
you
it would
guys
be
have gone
amazing.
for years now.
We went twice.
Twice.
We've gone twice.
We've
yeah.
gone twice. Yeah.
It's
But you
fun.
will continue. You guys are pretty passionate about it. You'll continue to go.
We love to go to Crash.
We
This
have
year,
to be very specific. We can't go to a lot of things. So we've done Crash for 2 years. So her and I are in conversation of what are we going to do? Not the rest of this year, obviously, because we're done, but what are we going to do next year? So, we have met and talked to Nick Johnston. So possibly maybe going to Proven one weekend during the Open next year would be super fun, and do a Friday Night Lights there, or maybe go to a Mayhem or a Syndicate or something like that. Just because right now with her schedule, with the deli, it's very difficult for us to be able to
leave in the summer. It's
to
so
go
hard.
to a lot
Yeah.
of things or whatever. I mean, maybe when this podcast starts making us money one day, maybe we'll go all the time. But right now, we're just enjoying it and having fun. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Meg and Joseph are going to Crash this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always
they're going everywhere.
They go everywhere.
They are going everywhere.
They're
They've already
both
got
awesome.
Airbnb to the games. I think. Are you going to Syndicate too?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. And
Look.
Crash next year. And
They're ridiculous.
I'm surprised they're not going to Crescendo.
I know.
Thought they would go to
I'm
Crescendo.
so excited to be able to see that.
Yeah.
Because they're going to stream it.
Yes.
Spin's streaming it.
Spin's streaming it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
excited to be able to see that.
That'd
And
be
then
really
Spin
cool.
is streaming Syndicate, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Sev is doing NorCal, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're splitting. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I'm so pumped. There's gonna be so many events to watch this year. That's Mayhem. They stream themselves. It's gonna be fire this year.
Mhm.
It's gonna be so cool.
I know.
How are you? One last thing before you get out of here, because I know I gotta wake up and go to work early tomorrow morning. But you're doing all these podcasts now, girl. How you feeling? I love watching y'all. I love seeing you with the boys. It is so
Oh.
much fun to watch. It
I
really
love doing it. It's a lot of, I mean, it's super fun. I don't, I mean, I'm not one of the, and I'm not one of them, but I'm also in the space. So I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully I have a great time doing it. And so I feel very grateful that they brought me into the podcast space. And I don't know. It's a ton. It's so much fun. I mean, we're all obsessed with this thing,
Yeah.
And so the fact that I just get to go chat with my friends and whatever. And it's so funny because I think you guys can relate to this too, as far as like I was consuming CrossFit content for over a decade before I ever got involved at all. Like
Yeah.
I'd been consuming it for so long and fascinated with it. And I remember I wouldn't even like type a word into the chat, but I was
No.
always there. I was always there live, just listening. And so anyway,
Oh, you didn't have an
that was
alias?
Garrett.
Did-
That
No,
was
I never
Garrett.
had
I
an
wasn't
alias.
even in like that.
Yeah, I didn't have I didn't chat either, but I like there's so many people that I found out like, oh, that was your alias. Holy shit, you were legendary in the chat. Like, so
wait, yours?
no, but there are
Oh.
people that are like now
Yes.
I know who they are in the chat, and I'm like, oh, you were fucking legendary in the day in the chat. I had no idea that was you.
Yeah.
Like, crazy.
Yeah. Man, if we ever figure out who CrossFat is, like it'll be weird. Like it'll be very straight. Honestly, we should
don't
never
wanna
know.
know.
who CrossFat
We're
is.
all done trying to figure. We don't
I
want to
don't
know
wanna
CrossFat.
know.
We
Yeah.
don't want to know Trish. We don't.
No.
I told Trish, I was like, hey, if you ever find me somewhere, just hug me from behind and then turn around, run away, and don't let me
just
see who you act.
whisper to me
Just be
that
like,
it's
"It's
Trish.
Trish."
And then I will wait about 10 minutes before I turn around. Like you have to just be far enough away because I think it just would lose.
Wait, Claire is CrossFat.
That would be
Yep,
insane.
Claire's CrossFat.
Can you imagine? I'm over here on all the shows acting like I can't remember a single workout. Meanwhile, I'm CrossFat. That would be the craziest
That would be-
turn of events.
Yeah.
I know who CrossFat is. Oh
Full-blown
shit.
split personalities.
Oh,
Apparently, a bunch of people know who CrossFat is, but
damn. Okay.
We'll leave it a
Um,
mystery. We like it that way.
Yeah, it's
But-
way more fun.
Yeah. No, it's a ton of fun.
provocative.
I mean, I think like we consume so much about this thing. And so it's fun to also then contribute to it as well. Even though, yeah, I can't say it was like, I want to be on one of the CrossFit podcasts, but that's kind of I mean, it's the same as emceeing. It wasn't, I want to be an MC. Now it's like, I love this,
Mhm.
So, it's fun. It's so fun.
They didn't really even want to know me. Listen, you.
We always
You were the one that was an asshole
we always
when
knew
you met us first.
Yeah,
Like,
we
tell the
always
truth,
knew who
Jeremy.
you were, Jeremy World.
Tell the truth.
Jeremy eats. That's it. We know.
Which would you rather know, Trish or CrossFat? I mean,
Neither.
Neither.
I
yeah,
don't
I
wanna
don't
know.
know. I think I'd be okay to know Trish. I think that would actually be funny. Trish is so spicy.
She's been
But then-
spicy lately. Oh my
I
gosh.
love her.
But then there's
And
that
now we've
lore
met.
that multiple people have been Trish. So now there's that rumor out there. So someone needs to dispel that rumor. I think this is the same Trish as the original Trish, but people say that it's not. So there's a lore that like multiple people have been Trish.
It's also funny how many people really do go by aliases. Like it's actually very common.
I called Bernie out too one day. I was like, is that your real face? And he's like, yes, it's my real face.
I can't even, wait, do we know who Bernie? So that is
That
do you
is
know,
Bernie.
like, where
This is Bernie.
lived?
Yeah. This is Bernie.
Garrett and
Okay.
Bernie talk all the time.
Yeah.
Bernie Gannon. He
He sets me straight on shit.
hilarious.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He always leaves the best comments post shows. So if you ever want a good laugh,
Yeah. Read the comment.
Yeah,
oh
after
my
the
god,
show.
they're so funny.
Dude, last night's show we were so stupid last night. It was just
You guys were hilarious last
the
night.
chat was hysterical.
Jeremy's Love Line. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, Claire, and you want a good laugh, they were hilarious.
There's
I wasn't on
like-
this
Oh.
show, but
There's like no politics, nothing serious, and we just fell out.
Who all is on that show? Is it you and Jeremy?
Me, Jeremy,
And then
Will, Joseph, Pat was on there. Like it was hilarious, dude.
Trying to think if I've seen something about this. I know for the past 2 weeks I have lived under a rock trying to stay up to date with like the most
Oh, no,
pertinent
you
things 'cause
can't.
already.
You,
But
you
no,
absolutely
I mean,
can't.
usually when I'm home and I'm not traveling as much, like I'm up to date. I don't know about this one. Claire would destroy Jeremy on the love line.
It
What
would
does that
be
mean?
amazing. You just have to watch the show one day.
It was
like,
so
it's-
funny.
We in the middle of it somewhere we get into like why he can't find a woman, and then it just goes off the rails.
And all KDL says is in quotes, it's not my fault. Quotes from like Jeremy says a bunch of stuff and KDL puts in quotes.
So
I'm not the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not. The
Is that
problem.
is that like a phrase that Jeremy says is like something crazy?
No,
happened,
but
but
that's
I'm
what
not
he-
the problem.
Yeah, it's what you can take from what he said. It's not
Yeah.
me, it's them.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, that is not the solution. I don't even know the context, but I know that if I don't find my part, I have nothing. I am only subject to the whim of life around me. I always have a part.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Oh, Shelly, she said she just saw my story. Shout out Shelly Young. Not only did we already talk about her back squat at 315, but she just strict pressed 130 pounds.
Hey,
Holy
She's a
let's
savage.
Go.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That
I
is
love her.
awesome.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We always have a great time with Miss Claire Bays, but soon to be Mrs.
Yeah.
Jimmy, Mrs.
Mrs.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Changing that last name too. I'm don't get me wrong. I've come to love my last name, but like I'm gonna be Jimmy's wife, and I'm gonna
Right.
be talking about it.
That's what I'm just saying. Like
That's
Mrs.
exactly
Jimmy.
what I
Yeah,
did.
that's-
I got married and I took her last name. I'm like, if we're
Yes.
getting married, we're all having the same last name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's succumbed. To be fair, I've given up.
You haven't.
You
You just
haven't.
tell
No, you
yourself
haven't.
that
I believe
to
you.
make yourself feel
And don't
better. in
give
the moment.
up, dude. Why give up? No, don't give up.
I told him that Garrett and I had both given up relationships too, and we found each other a month later,
Yeah, basically.
and we've been married for 14 years. So
I have
Fact.
to go watch this show. I need to get more context. I'll go watch the show.
Okay. Thank you so much,
I'm afraid
guys.
I'm gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, can I please get on the next one?" And then just
absolutely.
You're gonna want to talk.
Hey, Claire, do you want to come on a therapy show with me and
Jeremy?
just the three of us?
Yeah, do that.
Jeremy, do you want this?
Jeremy, do you want this?
I should warn you, I'm a fixer if you let me. And so like it's a
Same.
problem. Like I have to. Do I need to
Mhm.
listen, or do I show up and be like, "Here's all these tools"?
Yep.
Have some
Both.
fun.
No. Don't ask permission.
Two redheads. Don't ask permission. Just do it. Oh my God. Holy Jeremy, that's like your dream podcast right there. I'm just saying, it's your dream podcast, bro. Do it. All right. Hopefully we'll be on with Sev tomorrow, unless he might have something in the works.
I think
that
some
if it-
show that they might be
if
doing
it
or
pops
whatever.
up that we might have to push it back, but hopefully we'll be on with Sev tomorrow afternoon to hang out, talk shit.
On this channel.
Yeah.
Wanna
awesome.
really? Red Wings?
Wow. Jeremy's awfully quiet.
That's true.
Just gonna put this back on.
All right. Thank you guys. Love
And
y'all.
hey, by the way, guys, if
Oh.
you are during quarterfinals, just heads up, we are of course doing a lot of coaching in Academy. So anyway, if anybody is looking for any type of, we have skill courses, we have live weekly coaching calls. We're doing a ton during quarterfinals, and then afterwards we'll be doing all sorts of off-season stuff. So anyway, I have to plug that if you are a CrossFitter who is looking for any type of support, it's literally the most robust resource in the game. It's Wild Prep Academy, and you should join before April 1st because it's going to go up by $10 a month. So join before then. And we now have all of our programming, our accessory programming. It's ridiculous what all is in there. The value is bonkers. That's why I decided to work for them instead of doing my own thing. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me. I had to plug it because I'm
No,
really
yeah,
excited.
get it, girl.
Anytime. All right, we love you guys.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Deuces.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.